In a highly anticipated matchup between two of the most electrifying teams in the NBA, Luka Doncic made a statement in his return to Dallas, lighting up the Los Angeles Lakers and showcasing just why he's considered one of the best players in the league today. The game was not just another regular season showdown. It was a game that featured intense narratives, individual brilliance, and a sense of unfinished business that unfolded on the court. With Luka back in front of his former home crowd, the tension and drama were palpable. The Lakers came into the game on a high after a string of strong performances. LeBron James, still playing at an elite level in his 20th season, had been a stabilizing force for the team. His leadership was unquestioned, and his ability to still control the game at his age was a testament to his greatness. Anthony Davis, on the other hand, had been playing some of the best basketball of his career, often filling in as the defensive anchor and the go-to scorer when LeBron took a step back. Together, they formed one of the most formidable duos in the league. On the other side, the Mavericks were led by Luka Doncic, who had long been the face of the franchise. The city of Dallas adored Luka for his grit, skill, and basketball IQ, and the crowd was amped to see their star return to action after a brief absence. Luka's relationship with the Mavericks was more than just business, it was personal. He had elevated the team to new heights, leading them to the playoffs multiple times and earning multiple All-NBA selections. However, recent seasons had seen a shift in team dynamics, with the Mavericks struggling to build a strong enough supporting cast around Luka to make a real championship push. This tension had led to uncertainty in Dallas, with many wondering how long Luka would remain loyal to a team that had not been able to fully support him in his quest for an NBA title. As the game began, the intensity was immediately evident. The first quarter was a back-and-forth affair, with both teams looking to establish their dominance early. LeBron and Davis were playing their usual brand of high-level basketball, while Luka was making his presence felt immediately. He came out firing from deep, hitting contested threes, and slicing through the Lakers' defense with ease. It was clear that he had a chip on his shoulder, eager to prove that he was still the cornerstone of the Mavericks franchise and that he could take down the Lakers on his own. As the game wore on, Luka's brilliance continued to shine. He was orchestrating the Mavericks' offense with a calm yet commanding presence, making pinpoint passes, pulling up for mid-range jumpers, and driving to the rim with uncanny ease. Every time the Lakers seemed to find a way to slow him down, Luka responded with an answer. His vision on the court was unmatched, and he made everyone around him better. It wasn't just his scoring, it was his ability to keep the defense guessing and create opportunities for his teammates. The chemistry between Luka and his supporting cast was palpable, especially as the game stretched into the second half. The Mavericks' defense also stepped up when needed, with players like Maxi Kleber and Dwight Powell making key stops against LeBron and Davis. Dallas' ability to stifle the Lakers' offensive flow at times was a significant factor in the outcome. The Mavericks had been criticized for their lackluster defense in recent seasons, but in this game, they showed a renewed commitment to both ends of the floor. Despite Luka's dazzling performance, the Lakers were not going to go down without a fight. LeBron James was doing everything he could to keep his team in the game. Even though his scoring was not as prolific as Luka's, his leadership on both ends of the floor was crucial in keeping the Lakers competitive. Davis, as expected, was a force in the paint, both as a scorer and as a rim protector. However, the Lakers' offense seemed to lack the fluidity it needed to truly challenge the Mavericks' lead, often falling into isolation plays or struggling to match the pace of Luka's creativity. In the third quarter, the tension reached its peak. The Mavericks had built a sizable lead, but the Lakers were closing in. LeBron hit a couple of clutch threes, and Davis dominated inside. The Mavericks had to dig deep, and Luka responded with a series of unbelievable plays that not only extended the lead but also left the Dallas crowd in awe. There was a moment in the game when Luka pulled off a jaw-dropping step-back three-pointer over a defender, and with the shot clock winding down, that seemed to be the turning point. The crowd erupted, and the Lakers' momentum was completely stalled. As the final quarter unfolded, the Mavericks had a comfortable lead, but the Lakers, driven by the heart and determination of LeBron, kept pushing. The two teams traded blows, but the Mavericks held their ground. Luka remained composed, despite the pressure, and delivered when it mattered most. His ability to control the pace of the game and make clutch plays was on full display, showing why he's regarded as one of the brightest stars in the league. By the time the final buzzer sounded, Luka had led the Mavericks to a well-deserved victory. The 30-point performance he delivered was not just a stat line, it was a statement. It was his way of showing the world that the Mavericks, under his leadership, could still compete at the highest level. The win was significant not just because it came against a strong Lakers team, but because it came in front of a home crowd that had been waiting for this kind of performance from their star player. For the Lakers, the loss was a bitter one, but there were still silver linings. LeBron and Davis played well, and there were moments in the game where it seemed like they might pull off a comeback. However, the team's inability to consistently generate offense and their struggles against Luka's brilliance ultimately cost them. This game underscored the Lakers' ongoing issues with building a sustainable team around their superstar duo. While they had the talent, they seemed to lack the cohesion and offensive flow necessary to contend with the league's best teams. For Luka and the Mavericks, the victory was not just a personal triumph, but also a reminder of what they can achieve when everything clicks. The game was a statement to the rest of the NBA. Luka Doncic was still the face of the franchise, and the Mavericks were not to be underestimated. They had been through turbulent seasons, but in this game, they showed the potential they had when their star player was firing on all cylinders. The win was a testament to Luka's growth as a leader, his ability to carry a team on his back, and his sheer basketball brilliance. In the broader context of the season, this game could serve as a catalyst for the Mavericks' push for the playoffs. With Luka at the helm, the team's ceiling was incredibly high, and if they could continue to build chemistry and improve their defense, they could very well be a threat in the postseason. For the Lakers, it was a reminder that despite their star power, they needed to find a way to mesh their talents better and build a more cohesive unit if they wanted to truly contend for a title in the coming years. The game also highlighted the unique appeal of the NBA, where individual greatness can shine through, and rivalries, both team-based and personal, continue to provide some of the most exciting and unpredictable moments in sports.